Shocking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Peter Obi responds to Femi Gbajebiamila approving 3 billion for Betta Ebdu. Said this can only happen in Nigeria. It can only happen in Nigeria. Approval of national social register verification. What do you mean by that? And that thing does not exist. It's another name to ensure that they give out or they take that money. That's exactly what they are doing now. And every single person can see. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. It can only happen in Nigeria. Peter Obi reacts to approval of national social register verification, which is a fraud. Everybody is so shocked, surprised at what is going on currently right now. There are reports that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Chief of Staff, approved the release of 3 billion naira for the verification of national social register. This has triggered mixed reaction from Nigerians, both on and off social media. The Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, has condemned the decision of the federal government to spend 3 billion, a staggering sum of 3 billion to verify national social register. Where is this coming from? He wrote, "It is very surprising to hear that the sum of 3 billion was approved for verification of national register of the poor. This can only happen in Nigeria. I have maintained that we must decisively deal with the issue of cost of governance in Nigeria. How now, as a matter of urgency. Sadly, this is very huge amount approved just for verification of national register of the poor is more than 3 times the amount. Excuse me, who does that? This was budgeted for, the 9 million was budgeted from our national library. This is happening at a time in our nation when we need all the manpower, training, and resources we need in this country. But all these are abandoned. The lives and property of people are abandoned. But look at what we have. Books, educational materials are not bought. But what we have is quite different. This is terrible. The same amount would have made a significant impact. The same amount would have made a huge significant impact in the life of the citizens. But here we are today, spending it on flirtatious and unnecessary things when people are sincerely and truly suffering. We can't continue to do this. What kind of country do we spend money unnecessarily, and who approved that money? So these are very, 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 serious times and significant that every single person needs to understand what exactly is going on here, and we cannot afford to allow the same thing over and over again. Okay, so it is, we need to ensure that the right things are done. We need to ensure that this country move forward. What kind of country is this? And guess who approved it? Yes, your guess is as good as mine. Okay, your guess is as good as mine. Femi Gbajebiamila. So Femi Gbajebiamila, now the chief of staff to the president, now approves money. But in Nigeria, yeah, that happens in Nigeria. It's a normal thing that happened in Nigeria. It's a real normal thing. You see, so every single one of us, yeah, we need to understand it, and we need to understand that at the end of the day, every one of us have got something, to put in all of this to ensure that, Nigeria becomes a better place, and, this country can truly change, and we can have all that is needed to bring us to where we need to be. Nigeria, it is important that we do not leave things to chance, that every one of us work accordingly. This is the country. Our brother had to say, what exactly is going on here? What exactly is going on here? How come such an amount of money is spent? How come such an amount of money is spent? How come? How come? And who spends that amount of money on what? Where there are people, children should eat. There's poverty. There's a lot of things going on. But what we have is quite different. What we have is quite different. These are terrible times in this country. These are terrible times in this country. We can't continue to do this. We just can't continue to do this. We can't. We can't do this at all. None of us can. We must ensure that the right things are done. You know, we must ensure the right things are done. A nation where lies have covered the whole nation. Chief of staff to the president, releasing money to Betta, and we can see exactly what is going on. None of us can continue like this. They will put an amount in the national register. What they do is quite different. It's terrible. It is really, really terrible. We can't continue like this. We just can't continue like this. We can't. So, people, what do you think? With all being said and done, what do you think? Should we continue in this kind of, evil, state and nation where we know exactly what is going on and every single person is just lying and pretending? Can we continue like this? Can we continue like this? Very Gbajebiamila is approving money on one side. Now, I'm not saying Betta did not do something, but they want her to take the fall for it alone. Excuse me, who does that? But in Nigeria. That's why the lady said if she goes down, a lot of people will follow. She knows exactly what she was saying. She knows what she was saying. So if she goes down, other people will follow. Says she knows. He says she knows. And that's why she's saying what she's saying. Because, in this nation, people cannot begin to imagine all that is going on. So please, my lovely people, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice, and so we all must speak up together and ensure that the right things are done. Nobody should sit back there and allow the same thing over and over again. If Nigeria becomes better, we will all enjoy it. So let's not allow selfish individuals whose mission statement is to cause, problem and issues to continue to thrive. It is important that every one of us understand what's going on. So these are some of the things that are going on. This is what is happening. This is why Betta was able to open her mouth and say, listen, if I go down, I know what to bring up. If I go down, I know what to bring up. You see. So my lovely people, it is what it is. Don't forget that it is important, Don't forget that every one of us have got a duty. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Bye for now. Bye-bye.